Max here from Raygo Bloom Adventures, and on today's episode we're going to be trying out Amazon's cheapest two-man inflatable kayak. Not only that, we're going to be fishing on the River Stour using maggots. Who knows what we'll catch. On top of that, we're going to be offset smoking some chicken thighs and creating Big Bob Gibson's Alabama white sauce to dunk them in. Not only that, we're going to be drinking a couple of beverages, so come along for the ride. You don't want to miss this one.
Here she is, Amazon's cheapest kayak, 63 quid.
With 2 oars and a pump. She looks professional.
Turn around.
The Hydro Force Rapid X2. Let's go.
2 men on it.
Open cockpit.
Speed
2.5.
No way.
2 3/4.
Stability. Ah, it's got a tracking device on it
So
as well.
it could be more stable.
What?
Look at my face. If you're wondering what happened, got a new kitten. It wasn't his fault. He jumped off the bed and somehow scraped my face along the way.
What's that though? Looks like the bottom of the yoke. Keep it stable. That's a stabilizer. I've never seen one. Pump, hand pump, bag to put it in afterwards. Pretty cool actually. 1 paddle. Looks pretty good. 2 paddles. And last but not least, a 2-man Rapid X 2000.
Is it stupid of us to do this on stone where it can potentially just pop instantly?
Some say yes, some say no.
Right, I've just done the oars. Charlie's doing his work like a good boy. Getting a pump on at the same time. Go on, look, what?
This is an inflatable kayak that me and my best mate bought second hand about 3 years ago. Last time I used it was about a year ago, and I'm pretty sure on the way back in to dry land it was sinking, so let's see if it works.
It doesn't look the best. Right, they're all pumped up. It looks pretty good. Check this pappy out. That for 60 quid. 60 quid. And I feel like this is going to be a really good time. It's about 6:45, so we're probably going to have 2 hours or so in the water before it goes dark. Anything to say?
Shenanigans.
Guys, you might be thinking, where are your microphones? Obviously, because we're going in the water. The audio is not going to be as great. Sometimes you've got to compromise. 240-pound mics in that water. Not when you're skinned. Not when you're skinned.
That wasn't fun pumping that up, but it's done now. And it doesn't seem to be letting out any air, so let's go and throw her in the water.
We're all set up. There's only one thing you need when you're going on one of these trips. And it's 4 pint-sized beers each. Let's go.
Everyone from the whole of the south coast is on this beach where we're trying to load up. Never done this before, don't know how you do it. Got to get that in the water.
This thing we purchased off Amazon weighs about, feels like 5 kg, and it's got a 16 stone man at the back and a 14 stone man at the front. So I can't see us pulling this one back out the water, guys.
I can't see you getting it in the water, to be honest, because it's literally like 2 meters into the water before you can get a foot's worth of depth. With their fat asses in that, they need to get at least 4 meters out before they stop scraping floor, so this should be interesting.
How are you going to do yours on your own?
Shall I go first? Because I
Yeah.
might need you to push me out.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn! We're in. Let's get upstream a bit, away from all the hooligans. Initial thoughts on the boat.
Sick.
Fun, cool. cool.
Let's
Worth
go.
the £60 up to now.
Is it?
Look where we are. I've done this twice in my life and this is the second time. Going upstream, so on the way back it's nice and easy. We're gonna head towards the Tuckton Bridge, which we go over every day on our ways to work. And that's where we're gonna crack open the first beer.
When we were kids, and I'm talking like 13, maybe even younger, 10, 11, we used to live not far from here and we came down here, and underneath this bridge, there's a way in that you're not supposed to get to. Show them quickly, Joe. We built a rope swing that swung over this river and then back to land. It was risky business back then, you know what I'm saying? Getting your only pair of sneakers soaking wet if you went in.
Did you
Good
fall
times. Yeah, but my trainers were pony anyway.
They still are. We've just entered the river section where you lose all civilization. No one's around here. If you weren't in the UK, you'd think there's crocodiles in the water.
And if your kayak pops here, there's no way out.
This is the part of the river I like to go on. Away from the people, away from the noise, just drifting. And we'll crack open a beer in a minute.
We've brought some maggots because we're planning on doing a little fishing around here because you're guaranteed to catch this time of night. The sun's going down a bit, the water's a bit cooler, fish come up to the top to get some of that, some of those fresh maggots. We've also paid a license. You can't just fish on these waters. Charlie was like, if the guy comes, you can get a £2,500 fine. So we had to get, what's it called? A trout.
A rod license.
But however, even on that, I mean, did you notice it? It says you can't catch salmon though still. You're not allowed to catch salmon even though there's no salmon in these waters.
I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but there's like a little inlet beach just under there.
Oh yeah?
That's it, like you say, if we were in one of them foreign countries, that's where you'll probably find the crocodiles.
Someone's out fishing.
Look at that house. Look at their personal chimney. Imagine if that was a pizza oven.
Probably is.
I would make that a pizza oven. Right, look, we've just got here, guys. I'm going to crack open my beer first and then Max can crack his open and blah, blah, because it's impossible to do it all at the same time. Been at work all day. Delicio. So,
Sat on the river with your brothers in a kayak. Nice little beverage.
Quick depth test.
he's doing an all depth test to see how deep this is. Don't lose it for crying
Holy
out loud.
moly, I'm still not at the floor. Okay, it's deep.
Yeah, it makes it even more scary when the water's deep. So Charlie forgot to bring the maggots, the main bait that we was using, so now we can't fish. There was no reason for us to purchase fishing permits, so thanks Charlie. Congratulations.
Yeah, but we can always row back down to where the car is and grip the maggots. If
You
they're
mad.
still there.
That's about 20 minutes away.
That's a hefty rowing session and I'm not game for that. I think the second best option is Charlie gets on the embankment, starts tapping the floor and drawing worms up as if it's been raining, and then stick them worms on the end of the hook. He's been wanting to do a survival video. Now's your chance. We're in a survival situation. Can you get some bait and get us some food tonight?
Also, now he needs a knife.
I've got a knife. Right, well there's plenty of wood.
Well, let's get some wood and I actually will.
Right, so we're going to collect some wood. Right, okay, we're going to go back to a little embankment we just passed. Charlie's going to try and get some worms up from the floor. We're going to try and use them as bait. We're at the embankment. We're going to try and collect a little bit of wood. So basically now, Charlie's going to try and get 2 perfect sticks so we can beat the worm out the floor rudely.
Right, basically we need 2 sticks. I could cut this in half. Then you put notches in one so that you can run it down the side. It's called worm grunting. You stab it in the floor, you start scraping it, and the vibrations apparently cause worms to come to the surface.
You have to do that with a wet stick.
Why do worms come to the surface? Because it's raining, so they don't want to drown. So the whole point of it is, if he recreates the sound of rain, then it's going to draw the worms to the top. Next thing, we've got bait. Charlie keeps banging on about it, so go on then, go for it, prove it. Max has just given us this. Where did you get this from, Max?
Work.
He robbed it from work. Yeah, you did.
It went into liquidation. They never asked for it back.
So he took it
Yeah, this isn't gonna work. Not on this piece of wood. It's the
Don't do it near the boat.
It's the most solid piece of wood I've ever felt.
And that was his attempt. That was Charlie's attempt of his idea, and that is why we never do Charlie's ideas when he says let's go out and try and survive and stuff, because that was his attempt.
We need a break. We've been rowing. We don't know where we're going, but it's cool. You know, when you're just chilling, a little adventure. I made a mistake because I bought the maggots, and you don't understand how excited I was to chuck a little hook in and pull out a 10-pound barbel. Charlie, you couldn't do that if you tried. Okay, but still. Just in case I could. I got the maggots out the car. I'm sure I did. And then I could have sworn I put them in the back of this boat. So if I end up getting out of this boat and they haven't been able to find them, I'm not going to be best pleased.
Mate, someone over there, there's a canoe club over there, and that guy over there did that thing where it capsizes and you've got to spin it back round again. Do you know what I mean? Have you ever seen that? Have you ever done it?
I've done it. I've done it. We have to do it in school.
Yeah, so did I. Why?
Just in case?
No, because if I'm in a survival situation, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to do it. There's some things I don't need.
I'm pretty sure I did that when I wasn't of legal age as well.
Yeah,
I was it was before we moved to Manchester, right? So I must have been like maximum 13, and I don't think I was 13. So.
And I'm pretty sure I was in the water for like 35 actual seconds. And I thought, well, this is it.
And I could only hold my breath for 5 seconds.
Ended badly. Crazy.
I've just seen a fish make motion right over there, and I haven't got anything to put on a hook. That's Devastation Street.
Put your hands in your kecks.
Listen, the real reason we've come out here today is basically to test out their 60 quid 2-man kayak to see if it can support the weight and all that. Because we've got an idea for another video where we want to get someone to drive us up a particular river that we choose, miles, and literally just drop us off. We've got our 2 kayaks, some supplies, and the only way to get back home is to head downstream. We don't know what we're going to encounter. We don't know what's downriver. We don't even know if it's possible, but we have to get back, and that's the only way. And that's why we're out here today testing these. So stay tuned and subscribe, because that video is coming soon.
And do you know what other video is coming soon? Like a bucket list of what I want to do in life. I've always seen, like, you know, Bear Grylls, The Island, where they drop 2 teams off and you basically have to survive, make your own shelter. I've had an idea. You've got 3 items: a fishing rod but no bait. So you've got the hook and a rod, a piece of rope and a knife, and using all that we have to get our own bait, like forage the bait, catch a fish, all in the meanwhile start a fire and then cook a fish. Can we do that? We're gonna try it for show.
What have we got to start the fire?
Wood and a
Just
knife
wood?
and a piece of rope.
No, we need flint.
No.
Are you crazy?
You know when they get like a
we
they
need
make
to
a
start
bow
with flint.
out of wood, like it's like a saw,
Charlie?
and then you use the rope and
Charlie,
it
you're not getting
swizzles
it, mate.
round.
That
We
can
need to
take.
start with flint.
I watched something that can take like 12 hours.
Well, you wouldn't survive on an island then, would you?
Are you crazy? What do you think cavemen would just go in here?
Yeah.
Done.
Nah, I think we start with flint. Mickey Flint.
Charlie,
Listen to this.
Actually, Charlie, to start a fire with a lighter.
In it.
I'm not even joking.
I'll start a fire with dry wood, mate. If you can't do that, you don't deserve to be
Mate,
out in the
me and Max
wilderness.
went in the
Can I
forest.
get an
I
amen?
met us years ago.
don't. I didn't care.
And
He
it was
he was still
pouring
about.
down.
He was still about 25 at the time. We went in the forest. It was wet, and he was like, "I'm gonna try and find dry wood and light a fire with a lighter." Couldn't do it. It was like,
In it. True story. It was now. I'd have that with a lighter. I'd have it up in flames. 45 minutes.
would you?
Yeah. A night
45 minutes with a lighter.
in a wet
forest.
Oh, right, okay. I'm talking about like it's dry. You can get the best dry wood and you have to rub it together until flames come. If you can't do that, you wouldn't survive on an island. And I want to know, bucket list, could I survive?
On my bucket list, I want to genuinely go camping and have a tent each and set them up and cook like a fat steak over a fire. Can we do that?
I want to do that. So we're rowing back and Max's canoe, or whatever it's called, the middle section, the air's gone. So he's actually sagging underwater, struggling over there.
Look how much he sat back, like he's gonna get anywhere like that.
He wants to pull over somewhere and then pump the middle section back up, but look, it's not the easiest place to pull over anywhere. It's all bushes that side.
Charlie, look, the steps there.
Where? Oh, over there. Right, Max is trying to get out of his kayak onto that step so he can pump the middle section of his kayak up. For some reason, everyone in the world keeps coming. Yes, he's done it. He's done it. Look at the piss wet through.
When he said his backside was wet, I didn't expect that. It's sopping wet through. What? Is there a hole in that?
No. Yeah.
What are you on about? How is that wet?
Yeah, is the only answer.
Sitting in a puddle. Mate, sitting in a puddle.
I mean, look at the state of it though. Looks like it was rescued.
How much did you pay for this?
100 quid.
We paid.
Did it look in that
60
condition when you
quid for a
bought it?
granny.
Pretty much. But I only paid 50. George paid 50.
Oh, so two mates going halves on it. We
Okay.
paid 60 for ours, and what are you saying, Charlie?
This is 10-10 condition.
It's worth the money all day, every day.
Isn't it? Look at the state of how wet he is.
He's soaking.
It's alright when you lay in the wet position, but when you get out and you have to get back in, that's when it's like, nah.
So we've just basically pulled up on the way home with the embankment. My boat has got a hole in the bottom of it. I swear I just felt something under my boat, no jokes. So while Joe's just got out quickly up there to have a piss, because we've had a few beers, he's just found the maggots underneath his chair. So now we're gonna fish. So sorry, Charlie, sorry.
I am sorry, but I mean, they were under me seat.
I mean, yeah, when you...
Yeah, but they weren't when I put them there.
Well, if you're a wormwood, you got to start acting like one. This is good news.
Show us the maggots so we can see how squashed they are.
Fish.
That's how squashed they are. Joe was sat on these maggots.
Mate, this is good news, if anything.
Okay, so we've just managed to get 2 maggots on the first rod, and the rod's in the water. We're gonna set the second rod up. Joe's just sprinkled a couple of maggots into the fishing location, and we're just gonna catch up here on the sides and try and catch a couple fish.
We just bumped into a fisherman about 3 minutes upstream. We were saying, have you caught anything? He went, no. And we said we'd left the maggots in the car. And he said, if you would have brought the maggots, you would have caught. So now we know.
I'm on. I'm on.
No way.
No way.
Let's go!
Alright! Charlie strikes again.
I think it's a, is it a,
That's what they call a
that's
trout.
a chub, I think.
Yeah. Chub, yeah, right.
Here's the fish. I knew I'd have one. I knew it, because I'm that kind of guy. These all doubt the fishing tackle setup because they've never really fished it, but I've had like carp experience and stuff, and like lake fishing experience or coarse fishing, and I've had these little crucians, and I think, is that a chub or a perch or something? I can't remember what. I think it's a chub, if I remember rightly. I don't know, but either way, there's one.
I guess we can identify what the fish is because it had like orange tips on its fins. So if anyone knows, leave it in the comment section. We'll pull it back out and have a little look. Look, it's got orange tips.
Nice. Number one. There she goes.
Hey, get it up there, boy. Alright, so Charlie can catch fish. None of them are longer than 3 inches, but it's still a fish. This is a trial day. Do the kayaks work? Believe it or not, that kayak for 60 quid, it's a blinder. It's working. I can't give you a negative reason not to buy one. In fact, Joe's got fish. Whoa, wait. Wait.
I seen it go.
I'm coming out.
I seen it go and I knew. What did I say?
Pull me in.
Charlie said I was talking smack. Charlie said I was talking smack. But I said the fish are so small that the mouths can't get round the hook. What's that? What's that?
Boys. Oh.
What?
All the maggots has dropped.
Oh,
Oh, this feels dirty.
look, that's how big this pappy is. It's a baby.
No, that's how small that pappy is.
Yeah, that.
I was just slagging Charlie's fish off for being like 3 inches.
Oh.
Get down. That really is less than 3 inches.
Let me get this out of its mouth because.
You said. Oh, mate, boys. This isn't cool.
Get that out.
Make sure, don't be throwing it into my boat, you dafty. Pull it down here next to us and
Look, we're giving it off. I'm giving one of them.
Boys.
My finger's been up Charlie's shrinkter. Yeah!
All right, we're not quite Luke from the Outdoor Boys, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Someone said in the comments, I love the way that you boys fill with the informative information in with stupid noises. That's what you're gonna get from this new Outdoor Boys channel.
You were mocking us, man.
Yeah, they were mocking us, obviously, but it's the truth at the same time, so suck it up, sister. Charlie's on. Charlie's on. Charlie's on.
Number 2.
2-1, Joe.
Yeah.
Little baby.
Are they roach?
I can't remember if it's a roach or a chub.
Definitely not a chub. Okay, so in the commotion, Charlie has basically just thrown all the maggots that he tipped over himself into the water. He's aimed for this location just here. So Joe has just cast it in just there because there's hundreds of maggots now.
Hold on, I think I'm on.
Charlie's on.
You are on.
Charlie's on.
They're small. No matter what's in these waters, they're small.
He lost it. He lost it.
I can't see us catching anything big. That's not the point. The point is, if we was on our own and we had to survive, I would have swallowed that fish within a heartbeat, and I would have been okay for the night.
I'm pretty sure Joe's just broke the record for the smallest fish ever caught. Ever. Like Guinness World Record stuff, you know what I mean? But like you say, I mean, you probably would have got more calories out of the maggot he used to catch the fish, eating it, rather than the fish that he caught and eating that. Either way, they probably weigh the same. But we eating fish, so we're going to keep fishing around this area because it seems to be, you know, promising. Not only that, it is like tea time for the old fish, you know what I mean? It's going dark, the fish are out. At the end of the day, sometimes you got to sit back and look at your life and go, what am I doing? And sometimes you just got to enjoy Mother Nature. I mean, look at Joe right now.
Feels good.
Joe is literally sat on a jetty that there's no access to other than the river. And he's just been dropped off, plonked his rod in.
If you boys decided to leave, I would be screwed.
Yeah, if we were suckers, like, you know them guys who are like, oh, let's go and leave him. He's stuck. He can't get out the other way and he can't get out this way. But obviously we'll never leave him. But now look at him. He's safe. He knows he can get out of there. And he's just chilling. Feet in the water, rod in the water, beer by his side, broskies, middle of summer. Does it get better? I think Charlie might be on.
How have you got activity? Hey, our boat looks sick, Charlie. Yeah. Your boy has got to pay. So don't you lie to me. Smells like chub to me. Mr. Tissue Boy caught number 2. Put it this way, if I was stuck on an island, I'd be eating good tonight.
Let me see it. I can't see it.
See it? We put it
2-2.
back in the water. Before you put it back in the water, I don't know if you know. You put air from the gill. I don't know. I've seen that somewhere. I don't know if it's air or water, but it goes through its gills and it makes it better.
Before you let
So
it
you
go.
give it a little shake and make sure it's okay before you do it. I seen it once on Discovery Channel. The hook's currently in Max's boat. Whoa, Max! I'm serious.
Yo!
There's a maggot and a hook in your boat.
Give me a couple maggots.
So we're currently 2 for 2.
This is sick.
Ultra fun.
2-2. All right, the little stinkers, but it's not about that. It's not about that, is it? It's about being out here.
The thrill. But the water's warm as well, no joke.
In it? I've just had my hand in it.
Really nice. But at the same time, it's survival. If we was on our own right now, and I had that baby fish, all right, that would get me through the next couple hours. But that one, I would heat up on the fire, and I'd go, I'm okay until tomorrow.
Or you could eat the full box of maggots and probably come out with more calories. Yeah. But it wouldn't taste as good, would it? So really, we're up. Look at that for a shot. Have you ever seen this angle before?
Mine's going under. Think I'm getting some action.
Charlie's on, Charlie's on. He lost it. That's what happens when you're catching little maggots with maggots.
You guys probably can't see, but Tissue Boy caught spit number 3. Listen, if I was on my own, I would swallow this in one.
Let me have a look at it. Bring it to me. Bring it to the camera.
It's a bit bigger than the original one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bit bigger than that. It's more of a middle finger action. But guess what? I am on number 3. Charlie's on number 2.
So that's 3-2 at this location, but as you can see, it's pitch black. We're going to get a bit closer to home where the cars are, and we're going to throw most of the maggots into one spot in a different location and hope there's a big boy on the way out of this river. So if that happens, you know, we'll bring you along for the ride. And if it doesn't, I love you. I don't know how much you can see, but Charlie's just got out the boat to have a piss on that jetty. And when he got back in, he's popped a big hole in the boat.
No joke.
His hand.
Do
it
No
again.
joke.
That's big.
One more time.
No, we have.
Oh my god, I can feel it's deflating. We gotta get home now. Today I'm making chicken thighs on the offset smoker, and I'm also going to be making some white Alabama sauce to dip them in when they're done. Charcoal lump wood. Fire lighter. Get rid of all the dirty smoke before you put the charcoal bed in the offset smoker. That might take about 15-20 minutes. So basically we want to get rid of all that dirty smoke before we put the bed of coal inside the firebox, because we don't want that dirty smoke going into our meat. So this is ready. It's been going for about 15-20 minutes. I had to put another white firelighter underneath because the first one burned out. Basically what you're looking for is coal to be white underneath and a couple of black coals just left on top. That's a sign that it's ready to go. Right there. So that's going to act as a heat source. But what we're going to do now is put oak barrel wood on top of that to use as the flavour source, the smoke source. That's going to smoke through the food drum and smoke the chicken. One thing you want to do is always make sure you've got the chimney flute open. This is the wood we're going to be using. Old whiskey barrels, oak wood, where whiskey has basically been fermenting in the old oak barrel, and that's where this has come from. So we're going to leave this on top of the firebox, which is basically, it's going to heat all this wood. So when we put it inside on top of the coal bed, it ignites straight away, and it's going to eliminate the white smoke. And then it will just burn instantly, clear smoke, ready to flavour the meat. What I have here is a thermometer, which is connected by cable to the thermometer probe. I'm going to turn that on, like so. I'm going to put that down here on the side of the smoker. I've got this second probe, which I press the sync button, and that is now in synchronization with the probe on the side of the smoker, so I can maintain perfect temperature. Now what we're looking for is for the temperature of the cooking drum to rise to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. We're gonna cook our chicken thighs at that temperature for 1 hour. At that point, we're then gonna braid the chicken with apple cider vinegar water combination, and then crank the temperature to 325 degrees for around 15 to 20 minutes and basically let the skin crisp. At that point, we'll be dipping it into the white Alabama sauce. I'm gonna show you how to make that later on in the video. I thought I should mention as well, the reason I'm gonna leave the drum down on the smoker for around 45 minutes to an hour is basically the same reason you would do it in the oven in your house. You're preheating it so that the temperature circulates around the meat drum so that it's an even cook once you put the meat inside the drum. So what we're cooking today is basically chicken thighs. It's a simple ingredients: chicken thighs, salt and pepper. This is salt and pepper that I made earlier, which is basically salt and pepper 50-50 ratio in volume, not weight. Salt and pepper all over the chicken. Rotate the chicken. Get it in the nooks and crannies, but I'm not trying to wipe it off and prod it on a bit underneath the skin. A lot of people would cut the skin off. I like it. I think it's flavour, and when it's crispy, it's nice. That's it. Chicken, salt and peppered, ready to go. Plain and simple, nothing fancy. That's it. Salt and peppered, ready to go. Plain and simple. You don't need anything else. Once the smoker's ready to go at 225 degrees Fahrenheit, we're going to put the chicken on. That's going to go on for 1 hour. And you're probably thinking, whoa, that was a lot of salt and pepper. Yeah, it is. But what you need to realise is this is going to be then dunked in the white Alabama sauce. So that's going to have its own strong flavour, which is like a apple cider vinegar flavour in itself. So this, the salt and pepper chicken, is like a secondary flavour that should come through after you bite through the Alabama initial taste. So it needs to be potent in its own right to counteract the apple cider vinegar. So what I'm going to be doing is keeping the door of the smoker firebox open as wide as it can throughout the entire cook. So we're currently at 275 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's open it, get the meat on. We're gonna put the meat on the right hand side away from the firebox. As you can see, I've got the thermometer gauge on the left hand side of the meat. That's also closest to the firebox. So this is going to be the hotter end of the meat box. This is going to be the cooler end. So we know as long as this temperature to this point, around 225 degrees Fahrenheit, anything beyond that should be around the same, if not lower. That means we're not going to overcook our meat. The temperature of the box, just through me putting the meat on then, has literally dropped to 139 Fahrenheit. That was open for 60 seconds. It's climbing 152. We're gonna allow that to climb back to 225, 165. So it is going back up. That means it's good. Quick nosy at the fire pit, see what's going on. Look at that, lovely. Doesn't have to be a massive fire. We just got our bed of coal. That's gonna be maintaining the temperature. And then we've got the whiskey oak wood sat on top of that, sending that smoke through to cook the meat. All right, so this is basically the Alabama white sauce that we're going to be making for to dip the chicken in. Mayonnaise. Yeah, get it all in there, key. Tablespoon of sugar. Tablespoon of black pepper. Yeah, tablespoon of garlic powder. Tablespoon of salt. 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. 1, 2, 3. It does say use horseradish. We haven't got these, so we're going to go with English mustard. Teaspoon, roughly. Apple cider vinegar. We've got that much left, so we're gonna put the whole lot in. Basically just splits it all. It's all mixed together. Smell good. Should smell obviously like vinegar because it's apple cider vinegar. It's been in an extra hour longer than I anticipated, but that's because I wanted to get the meat inside soft. I've already sprayed it a couple of times with the apple cider vinegar water mixture. I've already cranked up the heat. We've had a couple of drinks, so I've sort of missed some of the recording. Here we go. Galaxies. Here we go. So basically what we're gonna do now is everyone's gonna try a piece without the Alabama white sauce, and then we're gonna try a piece with the Alabama white sauce.
Max has just called me round saying he's made the best chicken on the planet. Looks pretty good, but I'll be the judge of that.
It's hot.
It is hot. It's too hot to try and have a go. Ah, God damn! I just got some flavours though. I'm tasting flavours I've never had before. Salty, smoke, that is the flavour.
Yeah, that's the whiskey woods.
Smoke, juice. Have you ever had that before? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you can taste the smoke, but it's like it's the juice of the smoke. Somehow I've never had that in my life.
Skin.
Get this. The tail end.
Oh my god, the best bit. Best bit.
Man, I can taste smoked sausage.
Like, that might be because I put that in there.
That's crazy. I've never had that flavour of chicken in my life, and it's delicious. That is actually the best chicken leg I can remember having. Chicken thigh, so salty, so smoky, so juicy. All the things we like.
Now he's gonna try it with the Alabama white sauce on another one. So chicken in the Alabama white sauce. Sterilely dunking that straight in. Like so. Alabama white sauce, smoked salt and pepper chicken. Let the heat mix for a couple of minutes with the cold Alabama white sauce. Let it attach itself to the chicken, and we'll be back in a minute or two to try this.
This is the Alabama white sauce chicken. I've got no idea how we made it, but it smells pungent vinegar. So it's got me shook. It's got me shook. Hella shook. Wish me luck.
God damn!
God damn! Can't breathe.
What does it taste like?
Oh, tastes like mustard, vinegar. I can't eat that. I can't eat that. I can't.
Is it dirty?
Yeah.
Oh, god damn. Let me try it. I'm about to be the judge of that. I like that.
Yeah? Pure mustardy.
Man, it's vinegary, but then I can taste the black pepper coming through. I rate that.
Do you? Did you make it again?
Yeah, I made it before.
Easy.
I fully rate that. Changes the flavour. You've got the apple cider vinegar, but then you got like that hit of black pepper that comes through with it, with a hint of mustard. And then you've got like the smoked original salt and pepper chicken coming through as well. I like it. I think it's an acquired taste.
I love the smoke flavour on its own, but when you mix it with that vinegar and mustard, all of a sudden I can taste the smoke flavour, but it doesn't taste nice anymore. I would have that on its own as it was, because that was delicious. Maybe even some kind of chilli sauce to just dab it in here and there, but keep it original for me.
I'll eat that all day long, Sam.
You're crazy, mate.
We're probably going to merge into the next segment of this video, or this might just be the end. So if it's the end, been emotional, subscribe to the channel, yo. I know we ain't Luke from the Outdoor Boys, but we've got our own adventures, and on the next video we're going to be heading downstream from miles away. We got 2 kayaks, we got 3 man, a backpack each full of what we consider the most valuable possessions we're gonna need just in case it goes horribly wrong and we have to pull up on an embankment, stay there for the night, who knows. But that's the next episode, so if you've enjoyed this one, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for that next one.
If you wanna see us do more of these videos, then like it and share it and subscribe, cause it's getting pretty expensive. We need to get monetized, cause it's getting pretty expensive. We can't afford loaded fries. Like it and share it and subscribe.